For a city that's working to clean up its image, illegal dumping sites like this one are plaguing the streets. For those who don't want to try their hand at jumping on the trampolines, Launch also has an arcade center for parents and kids. Senior Community Care of Michigan, which is located right behind me, offers senior citizens a PACE program, which is aimed to keep them in their homes longer. At tonight's meeting, there will be a public hearing discussing the installation of an electric changing message sign at 2040 Grand River. To ensure a tea time, it's best to call ahead. As Women's History Month comes to a close, Michigan Women Forward is celebrating the accomplishments of some Michigan women. They pump thousands of gallons of milk a day, and as you can see, this milking system is entirely automated, making for a happier cow.
It's a hard thing to kick, but they have to live in order to kick it.
Narcan, the drug typically used by law enforcement and EMS to reverse opioid and other drug-related overdose, has now become legal for everyone to carry in the state of Michigan. Due to the new law, the Ingham County Health Department released a video educating people about the increased access to Narcan. Linda Vale, the Ingham County Health Officer, said a lot of people don't know that they are able to carry it.
And to let people know that it's available, it is important, and it is easy to use.
Vale says she thinks this increased use and accessibility to Narcan is helping save lives.
And allowing people that one more day, one more week, whatever, to make that decision to go into recovery.
Vale said society is still grappling with realizing that opioid addiction is a disease.
And we're really wrestling with that, with coming to terms with the fact that that's what it is, as opposed to bad people doing bad things. So it is very much not bad people doing bad things. It's many people across the board that suffer from a disease, a substance use disorder, that needs treatment.
The Ingham County Health Officer said that although this law provides increased access to Narcan, it is not enough alone to solve the opioid epidemic.
It is one of many things that will help us to kind of get a lid on this epidemic.
Meridian Township Sergeant Scott Dawson said the increased accessibility will also help law enforcement and EMS officials.
Somebody that either is an illegal drug user or has somebody in the family that's addicted to narcotics or whatever would have the ability to get that administered a lot faster than police or EMS, because even if something happens right now and you call us, even if we're right on the corner, it could take us 3, 4, 5 minutes before we can administer it. So if a family member, friend, whatever can do that faster, it can lead to a lot more positive outcomes.
And even though there is increased accessibility of Narcan, Sergeant Dawson said Meridian Township Police still receive overdose calls every day. But Dawson said the fact that everyone can carry Narcan now shows us something.
By making it available to anybody, we've recognized that there is a problem. People need treatment. We want to save as many lives as possible. We don't want to just give up on people. So,
if you are interested in getting trained to carry Narcan, you can visit the Ingham County Health Department. Reporting for Meridian Township, Elissa Kidzorik, Home TV.
For so long they were not believed.
Just a little over a year after victim impact statements were made at Larry Nassar's trial, the Michigan State University Museum is doing something to give back to the hundreds of girls and women who were abused.
We've been working with many sister survivors now for much of this past year to develop an exhibition in which they can tell their story.
The exhibition is a community co-curated exhibition. It was created by the sister survivors with help from an advisory council and the museum itself.
And they have chosen the main storylines, the wording itself, the objects that we use, including the extraordinary art that you see behind you.
Auslander said visitors will begin the exhibition looking at a 21-foot painting by a Michigan artist and sister survivor.
But it becomes a metaphor for the struggles that all of these young women have gone through.
Visitors will then move downstairs, passing under the teal flags hung in honor of survivors, to the main part of the exhibition.
So the main part of the exhibition is a chance to meet all 505 of the known Nassar survivors.
And although the exhibit has finally come together, it's not accepted by everyone.
Many people are worried, I think, that this is too much too soon. Maybe we should first have internal conversations on campus, people say, before we show everything. But the whole world knows about what happened at MSU.
Auslander said the exhibition gives people an opportunity to learn the story of these survivors.
it presents a kind of vision for all of us of what a world free of sexual violence might be like, and what a world would be like when there were those who have been assaulted, those who have been abused. We're not disbelieved, but we're honored, listened to, and worked with together to create a better place.
Reporting for Meridian Township, Elissa Kidzorik, Home TV.
Can you tell her what your favorite thing to do is?
Rosie. My favorite thing to do is ride in the car.
Yes.
Madeline Mulder and Doreen Bowerman have become close friends, spending their days together doing things like reading and playing ball. Doreen is Madeline's caregiver, but working as a home health aide wasn't always the case for Doreen. In fact, she spent 37 years working as a legal secretary until one day she decided it wasn't for her anymore.
And I just got tired of it.
A neighbor introduced her to the idea of becoming a caregiver.
So a neighbor actually told me, you know, they need caregivers. There's a real shortage of caregivers. And I thought, well, you know, I would like that.
After posting about her interest online, Bowerman was contacted by Wind Beneath Your Wings and has been working as a home health aide since the fall of 2016. Founded in 2016, Wind Beneath Your Wings is a direct care agency providing in-home assistance to seniors and individuals with disabilities, says Megan Panetta, the company's president and co-founder. Panetta co-founded the company with a friend after losing her job of 14 years working with Michigan's Medicaid helpline.
And for the first time, I really thought about what I was passionate about and what I wanted to spend my time doing. And I realized that I wanted to serve the seniors in my community. I wanted to ensure that there was quality care and compassionate and respectful care. And I felt that not only could I provide that, but I could help ensure that others provided that care as well.
However, Panetta said there is a quick turnover rate when it comes to finding caregivers.
So whenever anyone asks me if I'm hiring, I always say yes. I am always looking for competent, compassionate, and respectful caregivers.
And when it comes to being a caregiver, Bowerman said there are many different parts to the job.
First, you have to understand that, as Megan told you, it goes the whole spectrum, you know, from playing ball, like I do with Madeline, or reading to her, to assisting with toileting, bathing, dressing. You do everything. And if you have an issue with doing that for someone, then this isn't for you.
Pay also isn't the best for caregivers either, but Bowerman said that doesn't matter.
Pay isn't the best because nobody has ever decided that a caregiver should be paid well, but it doesn't matter. You know, I had all those benefits when I worked for lawyers, you know, all the pension, the health care, everything, but I didn't like what I was doing.
And the work Bowerman has done for Madeline and her family has been unlike anything they had received before.
We just, with repeated requests, we could not get additional hours. And they would say they were trying, but it really wasn't. And there is a shortage of care, but it didn't feel as if the effort was there.
Doreen said her and Madeline are looking forward to the warm weather ahead so that they can go outdoors for walks. Reporting in Grand Ledge, Elissa Kidzorik, Home TV.